Alright, here we go. This is still in pools. We have Koopary versus FriMeka. Now, I've seen Koopary play before. They have such a fun playstyle. They chain in a super irregular way, and it just always works out. I mean, just look at their tail right now. Just how the blues connect and then the greens connect. Now they are getting harassed just got harassed pretty bad right there. Now I'm getting a little ahead of myself just talking about Koopary's playstyle, but I just thought I'd give some insight onto what I know about the player. And it looks like FriMeka's being super aggressive and Koopary's taken out.
So I won.
Can't say I know much about FriMeka, but they seem to play a standard GTR, and from that last game they look really aggressive. They just kept on sending attack after attack. They have a pretty clean chain, they're building pretty flat. Yeah, there's the aggression. Koopary's ready with their own 3-chain. 3-chain is stronger than a power 2. Looks like FriMeka's struggling a little. I mean, to set up their full chain, they need a lot of blues. Seeing that one singular blue blocking their reds. Looks like they're going to be aggressive until they get their chain up. Very possibly noticed this flaw in their chain is setting up their full chain. Doesn't want to risk any harassments.
Too bad.
They got a early tie, 1-1. An all-clear start. It looks like both players are going for a counter setup. Yeah, Koopary, ooh. I was about to say Koopary avoiding column 3 like the plague, but immediately placed some piece in column 3, which might just cost them. Yeah, not committing to the counter setup. Definitely a rough play. Koopary's not giving up though, they respond with a quick 3-chain. However, FriMeka has a lot of room, and yeah, just this 3-chain is going to put a lot of pressure. Wait. Oh, Koopary actually got a really nice dig. Very unexpected. Koopary's starting to get down to the resources. FriMeka's in a lot of danger. FriMeka is setting up some kind of chain that can tank garbage. Well, Koopary is not letting up on the harassments. Knows that FriMeka is covered up. Although FriMeka... Ooh, a strong 4-chain. Yeah, FriMeka does not have a strong response to that, but is just not giving up. They're not letting down. However, Koopary is just on fire with these constant barrages. FriMeka is just unable to dig to the resources. Yeah, I think FriMeka didn't realize what they could do in their situation, because Koopary was really covered up. And Koopary was sending some surprising attacks. I think if FriMeka focused a lot more on a larger chain, that would have been a lot more effective at taking out Koopary. Because when you're high up, when you're so high up and have so little space to work with, it's just you can't chain very high. But when you have alls, when you have way more space than your opponent, you can focus on chaining and generally be fine. Koopary is going for a very strong harassment. After a lot of just chain building. Yeah, FriMeka is going for their full chain. The chain cuts a little bit. The tail being a bit weaker than it could have been. It looks like, ouch. Koopary also with a pretty devastating cut. FriMeka is keeping this a close tie. just Just a lot of chain building right now. I'm really not sure what to say while it's happening. Looks like Koopary is going for an attack. FriMeka's, I think it's a 2-chain response. I think they wanted their full chain, but they were 1 blue short. Oh, FriMeka's struggling to they need a perfect piece for that, and that's just too unreliable. Koopary's harassment into their full chain is a pretty powerful tactic. FriMeka again going with GTR. Koopary going with just a very, I don't know if you'd call it freestyle or just in a regular form. Yeah, Koopary, wow, lands a very just lethal blow, and FriMeka's just taken out. Not ready for it at all, despite it being a 4-chain. Struggling with their GTR. It's gonna be a very fine after that. Okay. Pays attention to Koopary's attack. Notices that it's an attack on a full chain. Oh, and Koopary just barely getting their chain in response. Something I noticed, Koopary had the perfect piece to get a 1-chain extension, but they did not go for it. I just wonder why they didn't go for it. Maybe because, I mean, it is just a free chain. I just wonder why they didn't go for it. It's a free link. Anyways, Koopary with more of an L-shaped type chain, built in a reverse order, transition last. Koopary attacking seems to be part of their standard gameplay protocol at this point. His attacks are very effective on FriMeka.
Too bad.
On that first round, FriMeka showed a lot of aggression towards Koopary and paid off really well, but it seems like Koopary is able to adapt and has actually just turn the aggression completely around. Koopary is a has very good game sense. I think they just figured out how FriMeka plays and is just able to bank on it. Like, odd play to just set off a 5-chain, but yeah, FriMeka's just not ready, and Koopary takes a pretty powerful victory here. That's a very interesting game. Yeah, well played.